Vivekananda Sure Sachit Sukha Sarupaya Swamine Tapaharine Swamine Tapaharine. Salutation mantra to Vivekananda, composed by Swami Ramakrishna Order. In this prayer mantra, we find 4 adjectives. First, Namah Shri Jyotirajaya. I bow down to Vivekananda, who is king among the monks. Second, Vivekananda Sura. Sura meaning hero. Hero among human beings. Third adjective, Satchit Sukha Sarupaya. He was the embodiment of existence, knowledge, bliss, absolute. Satchidananda. Fourth adjective, Tapaharine, who was born to redress, remove the sufferings of humanity. We bow down to Vivekananda. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, 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 faithful. As Swami Chetanananda announced, my topic, Swami Vivekananda in California, 125th anniversary. Today I shall not lecture, I shall tell you some touching and wonderful stories and episodes what happened in California with Swamiji. Before we start the subject, I shall give you a little introduction. It was October, November, December 1970. I was in Mayavati. I was asked to read the manuscript of Gargi, Mary Louise Bark. Nearly 1,000 pages manuscript. Topic, name of the book, Vivekananda in California. I read it and I copied 16 pages. Still those pages are with me from 1970. 16 pages I copied, which inspired me. But I objected the title. I told the President, Swami Buddhanandaji, the book will not sell with this title. Change. Oh, then you come to the trustee meeting. I am a young monk, who cares for me? Maharaj, you go, you present, and let me tell you my points. It is very one-sided title. It will not get a world market. Later on, the trustees, there is a big meeting, they decided that Gargi's book must be published in 6 volumes. Swami Vivekananda in the West, New Discoveries. 6 volumes, 6 years. 1893, 1894, 1895, 96, and 1900. 1899, 1900. The way he said, it was very wonderfully rearranged. That was my suggestions, came. I still remember 54 years ago. As you know, Swami Vivekananda stayed in the West 5 years. July 1893 to December 1896, July 1899 to December 1900, 5 years. Swamiji said, I gave my best part of my life to the Western people. And he told in the Brooklyn Ethical Association in New York, it was in December 1894, I have a message to the West, as Buddha has a message to the East. What is his message? Vedanta. Vedanta. Swamiji was desperately working to produce some manuals for the Western people so that they can understand religion. He worked on 4 books: Raja Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. To me, that is the greatest contribution of Vivekananda to the Western world. If you read those 4 books, you exactly know what religion is and what you are supposed to do. Those are the manuals of Vedanta Swami Vivekananda gave to the Western world. Beautiful, really beautiful. One of our Swamis told me, Swamiji was brilliant. Do you know what? These Western people, they cannot penetrate into Upanishad, Gita, Brahma Sutra and other Hindu scriptures. What did Swami Vivekananda did? He extracted the quintessence of the Upanishads, Vedanta, and gave to the Western world in modern language, scientific, rational, so that the Western people can comprehend and penetrate. Unique. What Swamiji did. 4 yogas. Swamiji left Calcutta 20th June 1899 with Swami Turiyananda and Sister Nivedita. First came to London, then came to New York on 26th August. I was Googling, getting some news from the Google. How many days does it take to cross the Atlantic by boat? At that time there was no aeroplane. It takes 10 days to cross the Atlantic from London to New York. And from New York to Los Angeles by train, no plane. How many days does it take? 4 to 5 days. Coast to coast, by train. Very interesting. Swamiji was in Ridgely, 110 miles from New York City. It is Stone Ridge, country home of Mr. Francis Leggett. The great suburb in Ridgely. 1,000 acres, big palace. I went there many times. First I went in 1972. I met Paul Sturgis, who is the son of Hollister Sturgis. Hollister is the son of Betty Leggett, first marriage. Second marriage was with Mr. Leggett. Paul was my great friend. I told Paul, tell me, what did you hear about Swamiji from your father? Swami, my father told me, one day Swamiji was meditating in front of the fireplace in his room and laughing loudly. When Swamiji came out, my father asked, Swamiji, why are you laughing? Hale, I was watching God. He's such a funny, interesting person. Hollister was a young boy, a teenage boy. Holly, do you want to be a monk? No, Swami, I want to get married and have children. Holly, you have chosen a very difficult path. Then Swamiji was playing. Hall was telling Swami, let's just play golf. I thought, sure, let's just go. Swami, I bet you, if you can put this ball in that hole, I shall give you 50 cents. Swamiji said, all right. That is the first time he is playing golf. He took the bat, hit the ball, and Holly thought that I shall get 50 cents from Swamiji. He hit the ball, went to the hole. Then Holly cried, "Wish, Swamiji, how did you do that?" Hall, let me tell you, I am a yogi and I need some money. I told the ball, go to the hole. So ball went to the hole. Swamiji was so interesting. I just came from India, I need some money. So I need your 50 cents. Swamiji used to play these young boys. Another thing Paul told me. He wrote me a letter. That letter I gave to Gargi. Gargi used that letter in your book. Paul asked his father, "Father, tell me about God. My son, I did not think about it, but I believe God exists. Do you know why?" Swamiji told me. Swamiji told me God exists, so I believe. Paul used to give me his garden tomato sandwich, and he used to tell me all these stories. Wonderful. Then I met Catherine Whitmarsh in Santa Barbara. Her name was Prasanna. She was the daughter of Theodore Whitmarsh. Theodore was the nephew of Mr. Leggett. Do you know what? Mr. Leggett has a big business, I think wholesale grocery business in New York, multimillionaire. He used to pay $10,000 every year to the Christian missionaries to convert people. But the day he met Swamiji, he stopped paying. But Swamiji said, "But Mr. Leggett did not give me that money." Catherine, I recorded her reminiscences. I produced my BGO, Vivekananda BGO. She was then a couple of years old. She and her brother, they used to run, and Swamiji used to say, "The person who will win, I shall give you 1 penny." So myself and my brother used to run, and Swamiji gave us pennies. Anyhow, Swamiji loved the children. Brahmacharini Usha, at that time later Anandaprana, wrote Swamiji in California, in Vedanta West, 158th issue of this magazine, Vedanta in the West. You see, I save all these precious things of Swamiji. I shall tell you some of these things. Swamiji in Southern California. Now, there are a couple of very interesting incidents. One night, Mrs. Leggett came and waited for Swamiji and Swami Turiyananda. Morning she came and found Turiyananda's bed was on the floor. "Swami, is there anything wrong? Your bed is on the floor." "No, Mrs. Leggett. Do you know what? I am not fit to sleep in the same level with Swamiji, so I put my bed down. It shows how much love and respect the brother disciples had for Swamiji. I used to listen and record all those stories, little stories of Swamiji's personal life. Swamiji in LA. MacLeod's brother Taylor was at deathbed in Los Angeles. He was staying with Mrs. S.K. Blodgett. So Tantin went to see her dying brother. And when she entered her brother's room, found that poster you will find in Berkeley, that Vivekananda standing there, Vivekananda, the Hindu monk in India, that poster. He saw that poster at the back of her brother's head. Seeing that, Tanti said, "My goodness." Seeing the Chicago picture, Joe asked, "Who is that man whose portrait hangs over my brother's head?" Mrs. Blodgett replied, "If ever there was a God on earth, that is the man." How do you know about him? How do you know about him? Well, in 1893, I was at the Parliament of Religion in Chicago. And this young man got up and said, "Sisters and brothers of America," and I saw 7,000 people on their hill. They're clapping. And when his talk was over, thousands of women crossed over the chair to shake hands with him. So seeing those women, I told myself, "Young lad, if you can resist the onslaught of these American women, you are God." And he was God. Very interesting. Joe told Blodgett, "I know this man. Why don't you invite him? He will come." Within 3 weeks, Taylor died. Swami Vivekananda arrived December 3, 1899 at Los Angeles station. Joe received him. Mrs. Blodgett wrote her reminiscences in a letter on September 2, 1902. This is the letter. The original is in Ramakrishna Vivekananda Center. So they gave me the Xerox copy. Precious, these are precious things. 1902, 2nd September. Part of that letter came as the reminiscences of Swami Vivekananda. You will find it in the reminiscences book. Very interesting information we find in that book. As we were talking in the morning, American people have tremendous knowledge about history. I was working for Vivekananda East Meets West. I wanted to see how Los Angeles city looked like in 1900. I went to the public library. You could not believe thousands of photographs are there in that library. How the horses are pulling the tram car on the Los Angeles street. All these photos are there. So I wanted to buy 2 photos because I wanted to use it in my book. They said you will have to pay $75 per photo. But because of your non-profit organization, $25. So my friend Robert Flanders took me there I paid and they gave me 2 photos. I used them in Vivekananda East East West. How Los Angeles city looked like in 1900. Amazing. Swamiji wrote in a letter, hey, this Chicago lady, Mrs. Blodgett, fat, old, extremely witty, very motherly. She cooks for me. And I told her that you are like a Martha. She was very happy to receive Swamiji as her guest. So there will be one meeting. Tanjin was asking Swamiji, be quick, be hurry. You will have to go to the meeting. So Mrs. Blodgett told Swamiji, Swamiji, don't go, don't be hurry. Until you go there is no fun. Then she told a story. A man is going to be hanged, so they are taking him to that place where he will be hanged. And many people are running to look after that hanging. That man who was going to be hanged, he said, don't be hurry. Until I go there will be no fun. Until I go there will be no fun. Don't be hurry. So that story she told to Swamiji. That they are asking me, be quick, be quick. Don't be quick, Swamiji. Until you go there will be no fun. Funny. Swamiji started to give lectures in Los Angeles. He spoke on Vedanta philosophy, the cosmos, work and its secret, Christ the messenger, powers of the mind. Those are very, very powerful, especially the Christ the messenger. Tankin said, when Swamiji was speaking, I saw a halo behind him. What Swamiji said, my God. Missionary became mad. Do you know what he said? It is better to live with Christ in rags on the street than to live without Christ in a palace. Christianity now, it is preached through luxury. The way Swamiji said so, the missionary people became mad at him. And their income dropped. That is the reason they tried to poison him in Detroit. They wanted to kill him. Swamiji then went to Pasadena, 309 Monterey Road. There he gave some lectures at Shakespeare Club in Pasadena. He spoke on women of India, my life and mission, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, Buddhistic India, the great teachers of the world, the way to the realization of a universal religion. Variation is a sign of life, each embodying parts of the great truth. Swamiji was in a great mood. He was thinking the universality of Vedanta. I shall read a little bit from his talk. He said, listen. I accept all religions of the religions that are in the past and worship with them all. I worship God with every one of them, in whatever form they worship Him. I shall go to the mosque of the Mohammedan. I shall enter the Christian church and kneel before the crucifix. I shall enter the Buddhistic temple, where I shall take refuge in Buddha and in his law. I shall go into the forest and sit down in meditation with the Hindu, who is trying to see the light which enlightens the heart of everyone. Not only shall I do all this, but I shall keep my heart open for all that may come in the future. What a beautiful way Swamiji expanded these American people. You see, Swamiji loved the young kids. Do you know why? These American people are open-minded. Not all, most of them, very open-minded. Free thinkers. Europe, very conservative. Catholicism, very conservative. Swamiji said that America is a very good place for Vedanta. Do you know why? American people love three things. First, freedom. Second, democracy. These things in American blood, freedom, democracy. And they love something new. They are lovers of new thoughts, new ideas. Sometimes we used to east, new thoughts come from the East Coast, goes to the West Coast. Sometimes new thoughts come to the West Coast, goes to the East Coast. This vast country, flowing of new ideas, new thoughts, new inventions. Democracy. I sometimes say, America's presiding deity. Who is the presiding deity? Statue of Liberty in New York. I remember I went inside and we went up to his shoulder. There is a spiral inside. Huge. I told my devotees, hey, I want to enter there. Statue of Liberty. Went there. Democracy. America never will accept dictatorship. No way. Democracy. Vedanta teaches democracy. Vedanta God is a democratic concept of God. Each person is God. Everybody is the Atman. That is the beauty of Vedanta. Swamiji says America is a great place for Vedanta. Democracy and freedom. Freedom is the song of the soul. All Vedanta books, scriptures you read, at the end is Jivan Mukti. Free while living. Freedom. Very good for the Western people. Swamiji was in a great mood in California. He began to tell stories, Jada Bharata, Prahlada, Billa Mongol, then Buddhist, then many other stories Swamiji said. Buddhist came in, I remember, in the Buddhistic India, in the lectures, that lecture came to in the centenary volume of Swamiji in 1963. Nikhilananda got it. He said, our people love the heroes. You will find within 10 years after my death, I will be worshipped as God. That is true. Within 10 years after my death, I will be worshipped as God. That is true. He told that in San Francisco also. Swamiji went to 309 Monterey Road, Pasadena with beach sisters. There are three sisters, Carrie, Alice and Helen. Three sisters. Carrie is Mrs. Wyckoff. Alice married, she became Mrs. Hansborough. Helen did not marry. She was a school teacher. Carrie has a son named Ralph, and Alice has a daughter named Dorothy. Swamiji wrote, these three girl sisters are like three graces, three angels to me. Swamiji said that they are not wealthy, but I have come to live with you. Nearly 5 to 6 weeks Swamiji lived with them. before living in California, Swamiji told them, "You three sisters have become part of my mind forever." I remember when I first came, I started a retreat in Pasadena House. That house now belongs to Vedanta Society of Southern California. It is an historical heritage building. Historical heritage building, that house. So I used to take all the monks and brahmacharis to Pasadena House. We used to see Rose Bowl parade. Then the monks would see the football. American football I do not like. Because one person falls and 10% jump on him. Oh, that's too much. So, and then I used to make khichdi and some other food I used to say. I say, brothers, you cook for me all the year round, I shall cook today for all of you. You go, meditate in Swamiji's room, watch Rose Bowl parade, watch football, meditate in Swamiji's room, eat. And then we shall talk about Swamiji. Whole day program in Swamiji's house. I started. So, we had very nice time there. I still remember. What happened? Swamiji came to San Francisco, I think it is February. Oh no, there are some more stories that they are in that house. Swamiji used to smoke. Ralph immediately Swamiji said, "Swamiji, go." That means bring my cigarette. He was in downstairs living room. He would smoke. Ralph, God is so near to us, but we do not see Him. Why, Swamiji? God is very near. Ralph, how do you see? I see through my eyes. Can you see your own eyes? No, but I can see my eyes in a mirror. Ralph, that is the answer. If your mind is clean, mirror, you can see God right now. Swamiji did not quote the scripture, did not talk any high philosophy, just common sense he gave instruction to a young American kid how to see God. You see with your eyes everything, but you see your own eyes. In California, she wrote some poems. Who knows how mother plays peace, one circle more. Swamiji used to cook in the kitchen. You put spices, chili. Here comes grandpa. Ladies are invited to leave. Swamiji would give all seasonings. They will sneeze. Swamiji was Swamiji. One day Swamiji was asking Mrs. Wyckoff, "Madam, how is my food?" "Very good, Swami." "Are you talking sincerely or out of friendship?" "Out of friendship." Sometimes Swamiji asked, "Madam, how is the oven burning?" He gave so much chili, oven means the stomach. "How is the oven burning, madam?" Swamiji was Swamiji. Swamiji was saying, "How is my lecture?" So, Shanti, Mr. Swami said, it is all right, but Swami, you are outspoken and very antagonistic, your audiences. Madam, don't worry, I have cleared the whole hall in New York. All people left. Don't worry. Then one day he said to San Francisco, he exposed the missionaries. The missionaries would collect money, especially from the women of America. How? Oh, you know, these Indian mothers are like heathen. They put the children in the mouth of a crocodile. They used to tell all these funny stories. And they asked, Swamiji, is it true that Indian mothers drop their children into the mouth of a crocodile? And especially girls? Yes, madam, you know what happened? All girls are gone. The crocodile ate them. Girls' body is so soft and tender and juicy, you know. Crocodile ate them. But I was a husky black boy. He rejected me, so I am in front of him. But you know, madam, what happened? Nowadays in India, children are born from men. Because all women are gone. Now our children are born from men. Missionaries are preaching, all girls are gone, then there is no more. This is the way Swamiji exposed the missionary people. Swamiji came to San Francisco, 22nd February 1900. Shanti, Mrs. Hansborough, was his secretary. It was 1941. She was maybe 74, 75 years old. Shanti used to live with her daughter in Bay, in Berkeley. So Swami Ashokananda asked her, will you give us your reminiscences? Of course I shall give my reminiscences. So after the Sunday lecture, Swami Chidrupananda, Mr. Clifton at that time, and she used to tell reminiscences and he used to write. I shall tell you a little history of that. When Gargi wrote the book, she took some chunks from the reminiscences and put in her book. She did not put the whole reminiscences. So I knew it when I was working, I was copying these things. So I asked Swami Prabodhanandaji when I came and I asked Maharaj, could you give me those transcripts? 84 pages cyclostyle. He could not give it because it was with Gargi. When Gargi passed away, he gave to me, I transcribed. And then it was published in Prabhupada Bharata. And then I translated the whole thing and came into Bengali. I put that thing in Vivekananda, Bahuru Vivekananda book in Bengali. So many precious things are there. I shall read some to you. Very inspiring. Swamiji going to Oakland Vedantic Unitarian Church by Benjamin Fay Mills was the minister, introduced Swamiji. There he spoke on, attended the Parliament of Religion. He also attended the Parliament of Religion, Chicago. So somebody asked that minister, Unitarian minister in Benjamin Franklin in Berkeley, minister, what do you think about this Vivekananda? that man changed my life. That is his exact word. This man altered my life. That is the words. This man, Vivekananda, altered my life. Some years ago, Berkeley Center arranged the centenary. I went there. Mr. Allen, Thomas Allen, who was Swamiji's good devotee, Swamiji gave a lecture, Sri Krishna and his message. He was half an hour late. So they said Swamiji was coming. Swamiji, be quick, the audience is waiting. Let them wait. I need my shoe shining. So Swamiji on the stage, he was shoe shining. Swamiji, you were late. Mr. Allen, I am never late. I am always present in this whole universe. Then Swamiji said, you people live in time, but I live in eternity. Well, that is all right with you, Swamiji, but the audience are impatient. You live in time, but I live in eternity. Let them wait. Very, very interesting. How Swamiji used to answer. Seven. After the class, Hindu hints on practical spirituality. A metaphysician asked, Swamiji, if all things are one, what is the difference between a cabbage and a man's? Swamiji's answer was as sharp as the question had been taunting. Stick a knife into your leg, he replied, and you will see the different line of difference, demarcation. One of his criticism was that Swamiji was breaking the rules of order by taking money. I later told the Swamiji that he was chanting something at the time, and he stopped and smiled and said, yes, it is true, but when the rules do not suit me, I change them. When they are trying to take some collection, 50 cents something for his lecture. He gives renunciation, he does not take money, but I change the rules. Among the misters, why should I be careful of my dress at home? I don't want to get married. You know, Ram, this family, this fine lady, business is a nuisance. You must be dressed, well dressed. American people are very dress conscious, you know. Now they are casual, I see everywhere. He was interested in the problem of child training, and he often discussed it. He did not believe in punishment. It had never helped him. He said and added, I would never do anything to make this child afraid. There are many, many interesting stories are there. Swamiji was very modern. He used to go for camping, hiking, all these things. So in the Camp Taylor, Camp Arbin, you go on the way to Olima, you can see it, where Swamiji camped. He was asking Mrs. Hansborough, Shanti, will you not go for meditation? This is a meditation time. No, Swamiji, I must pay my jet for my laziness. I am supposed to make a soup for you. So I am going to the kitchen and make soup for you. Swamiji looked at her. My guru used to say, you can forsake, you can give up your meditation, serving others. You go, make soup, I shall meditate for you. But the whole time I felt tremendous peace and joy inside. Swamiji was meditating for me. You know how Swamiji conquered the hearts of the American people. The tiny incidents, episodes, has tremendous impetus, value in our life. Somebody was talking about Sri Ramakrishna's second coming. Swamiji said, I have to come back once more with him. But do you know what? In San Francisco, before leaving, what he said? Madam, I will have to be born again. Why, Swamiji? I fell in love with human beings. আমি মানুষকে ভালোবেসে ফেলেছি. I love human beings. I will have to be born again. He is a nitya mukta, ever free souls. No desire. That is our Swamiji. Very outspoken. So you want philosophy, then you must be prepared for cannonballs, Tom Allen said. One day he was expounding Advaita, Vedanta, and Mr. Rodland told the story of an old man with a stick in front of him. Immediately got up, let me get out of the place in a hurry. He left. He could not bear the high teachings of Vedanta. Left. And all laughed. Then Swamiji said, Madam, let me tell you, today you may curse me, but I always tell the truth. But one day you will bless me, tomorrow you will bless me. Today you curse me, tomorrow you will bless me. Because I am telling you the truth. This will always do good to you. That Swamiji told to the American people in San Francisco. Then one devotee says, Swami, how nice it would be if I could see Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna looked at her and said, but you have seen me. It reminds me that Jesus said, he who has seen me has seen the Father. It was in San Francisco. Somebody asked, Swamiji, did you show any miracle in the Parliament of Religions in Chicago? No, I did not show any miracle. Let me tell you that I did have a power, and that is it. Never once in my life did I allow myself to have even one sexual thought. That power, higher channel, and it developed a force so strong that nothing could resist it. You see, when Dharmapal, the person who represented Buddhism at the Parliament of Religion in Chicago, was very devoted to Swamiji. He went to India in 1894 and told the causes of Vivekananda's success. First he said, his personality and his bearing, majestic. Second, his language, his English, American people understood. You see, sometimes our accent and this and that, Western people do not understand. But people understood what he said. I remember one devotee in Hollywood told me a very interesting story. Swamiji was in Cambridge, in Massachusetts, the Harvard University, Emerson Hall. Swamiji gave a lecture, and William James introduced Swamiji. He spoke on Vedanta philosophy. So the students are there. So one student said, when the lecture is over, one student made a comment. I heard about this man, that he is a great philosopher, but I don't feel like that. The other student said, why do you say so? Because I understood every word he said. I understood every word he said, so he cannot be a great philosopher, you see. Very interesting. My mission is not Ramakrishna, not Vedanta, not anything, but simply bring mankind to people. Lecture in Northern California. Swamiji gave many lectures, classes in San Francisco and Oakland. In April 1900, Swamiji gave a lecture. Is Vedanta the future religion of the world? That is one of the best lectures of Swamiji. Is Vedanta the future religion of the world? I remember in 1975 I was in Hollywood. I asked Christopher Richard, Swami Prabhupada was not well, Chris, why don't you read this lecture to our audience? All right, Swami. He read that lecture. See, he selected some part. It's a long lecture. Is Vedanta the future religion of the world? You see, if you want to form any kind of religion, you need three things. Otherwise, you cannot make any religion. First, you need a personal God. Second, you need a prophet. Third, you need a book. Without God, without Christ, without Bible, there is no Christianity. Without Allah, without Muhammad, without Quran, there is no Islam. Without Buddha, without Tripitaka, there is no Buddhism. But Vedanta, we have many books, we have many prophets and avatars, he was talking about Vedantic God is impersonal God, Brahman, consciousness, that is God, Satchidananda, not personal God. Prophet, we have many. Books, we have many. So we are not guided by any personal prophet, particular prophet or particular book or particular God. Only that religion can be universal. The way Swami read that lecture, is Vedanta the future religion of the world? It is very, very bad. Swamiji left California May 30th, reached Chicago on June 2nd, stayed till 6th, then New York, arrival at New York June 7. I shall tell you one very touching incident. Swamiji went to Chicago with whole family. Mary made bed for Swamiji and left. Morning she came calling Swamiji for breakfast and saw Swamiji was near the window, holding the grill of the window, watching outside. And he saw the bed almost untouched. Swamiji, did you not sleep at night? He saw Mary. Do you know what he said? You know, Mary, I was thinking how difficult it is to cut the human bond. That he said. How difficult to cut the human bond. Swamiji knew that his time is coming, very short. Within 2 years he will depart from this world. And these people loved me. They will never see me. I have to depart from this world. That he is telling how difficult it is to cut the human bond. He loved people. It is not, I sometimes teach people American mantra, I love you, I miss you, I love you, I miss you. It is not verbal mantra. This mantra came from the heart. He really loved people. Sometimes I used to hear some stories from the devotees in California, their reminiscences about Swamiji. Shudira, Helen Hall, Prabhupanda's disciple, told me this story. Dorothy became a young girl, but she did not go to Vedanta Society. One day, Shudira asked, Dorothy, are you not a Vedantin? Do you not go to the temple? I don't need to go to the temple. I sat on Swamiji's lap. But Swamiji, you see, her father disappeared. She could not see her father. So Swamiji was her father figure. She loved Swamiji as her father, like she loved her father. Sister Lolita, I heard from Yogaprana, told me this story. Sister died in 1949. She was that Hollywood, that greenhouse, that bookshop, that was her house. So she used to meditate. That living room was Swami Prabhupanda's lecture room. There's a small room there, that was the shrine. But the sister used to sit in the shrine and meditate, and after meditation she put her head on the floor for a long time. So one day Prabhupada asked, Sister, why do you keep your head so long? Swami, without seeing the light I cannot lift my head. Without seeing the light, I cannot lift my head. She was thinking that everybody touches the head on the floor, sees the light. Whom Swamiji touched, they became gold. Their whole lives changed. You know, I used to see this transformation in life. That is religion to me. How Swamiji touched the people in American people. Swamiji left, then Swamiji went from New York, he went to Europe, then returned to India. Swamiji selected the date of his passing away. He consulted the almanac, 4th of July, 1902. He was well. I wrote an article on that. I shall never see 40. He lived 39 years, 5 months, 24 days. He was well. He ate well, he walked, came back. Asked the monks. In Belur there is a mango tree, there was a bench. He was seated there, asked the monks, hey, could you give me a cup of tea? So monks brought a cup of tea, he drank tea. It was in the evening. He was going to his room, and Swami Vivekananda, who was the head of New York Center, died in 1950. Vivekananda was following him. He was asking, hey, how much money do I have in my wallet? Oh, Swamiji, maybe 4 or 5 rupees. 4 or 5 rupees I have. You know, the other day I went to visit a monk's room. I found his mosquito curtain is torn. He would be bitten by mosquito and he will get malaria. Please use that money and buy the mosquito curtain. Please remember, this man is going to die within a couple of hours. He is thinking of the mosquito curtain of a monk. Within 2 hours, this man is going to die because he got a boon from Lord Shiva, that Amarnath, that whenever he wishes, he will die. So death was under his full control. Full control. He went to his room, took his beads and repeated mantra. Then he was tired. That day he meditated too much, so he lay down. But at that time he told his attendant, Swamiji gave so many lectures, so many messages, all his volumes after volumes. What was his last message? He told the attendant, wait and meditate till I call you. Those are the last words came from Swamiji's lips. Wait and meditate till I call you. That is Vivekananda's last message. When Swamiji's death news reached London, a cable was sent to Tantine, Miss Josephine MacLeod. He was in matinee show and came out, got the cable. She cried. Then she said, do you know how I got consolation? From a sentence of Maeterlinck, the famous English writer. If you have been greatly influenced by anyone, prove it in your life and not through by your tears. But that sentence gave me consolation. If you are really influenced by any person, prove it in your life, not through tears. Thank you. Anyhow, it is a good topic. Do you know why? We can see Swamiji's personal life. He is an incarnation of Nara. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kasyet Dukkha Bhavet. May all people be happy. All people be free from disease. May all people never get any misery. May all people be peaceful, blissful. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace be with all.